Alright, so on God though, on 100% God, Kale in the anime and Kale in the manga, cause I saw it now, so I'm able to understand what you meant when you said Kale was better in the
Yes,
fucking
bro, did you
manga.
see it? A million times better. A
Like
million times better, bro.
I
You see, she was like Trump.
I don't
What she
hate
did,
Kefla as much now.
bro. I love Kale now because of the manga version of her, bro. Simply because of the manga, she literally was like, bro, I can't do like I can't power up in front of you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, she
Kale,
had the
so
Trunks
Kali was
thing going on.
because I'm gonna make her look weak. And I was like,
Yeah,
bro, that's literally what Trump said about Vegeta.
yep. Even though Trunks was wrong, but that was his
He
attitude.
was.
But Kale was 100% right.
Yeah, she was like, I would make her look weak, and I'm not trying to do that because you know what I'm saying. She changed my life and all this, that, and the third. And I was just like, man, she's so much. She didn't
It
rely
makes
like you
sense.
know how they made her in the anime, man. They made her like, oh, my sister, and I need cauliflower and all this, that, and the third.
Yeah, dude,
Anita,
me with her,
Anita, Anita. Like, why?
bro. The fucking the Anisan compilation, bro, is killing me. Like I used to see it, and it's like, bro, I watched it with shit. There's one girl that I was messing around with and shit, and she used to always be like, "Oh well, I don't understand why you constantly keep cringing and complaining about Kale. It's not that bad. Like she's just gay." And I'm like, "Exactly. She's nothing else. She's literally nothing else."
Nothing else. Yeah, they didn't give her no type of like character, but they did in the manga. They gave her like they made her own individual,
But then
and that's what I like.
when I played the Anisan compilation, the Anesan, I'm sorry, compilation, bro, she was like, "Why are you playing this?" I'm like, "Oh no, no, you said this shit was okay." I had to sit through so many episodes of you saying that this shit was okay. Take it all and take it all.
Right?
Take
You know what I'm
literally
saying? Like
all of it at once. Get this Anesan shit.
on repeat. You know how many times she said that? Honey-san! Honey-san!
I'm
Like he
dead.
needed her or something. And I'm just like, why?
Anesan. Like, come on, bro.
She don't need her.
But the difference between these motherfuckers is completely like it's
It's
the
a complete
difference.
180. It's a complete 180.
Yes, it is. It is. And I feel like the difference between them, although I'm not gonna sit here and say Toei is like feminist activists or no shit like that, right? I'm not gonna put them in that category. I'm just saying that Kale and her writing, the difference between the two versions of her is probably identical to the differences between the people who insert their agenda into, say, a comic book or a movie just because their agenda is their agenda and they think the agenda is the story and people should like it because agenda and representation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you ruin the story when you do that, though.
And then in the same light, Toyotaro was able to make her gay coded, right? Because Kale is gay coded no matter which medium you go to. Toyotaro was able to make her gay coded and strong. Like she was actually a strong female protagonist, right? Not just the
Yeah,
whole
she had
oh
like death.
well she's a Mary, like not just she's a Mary Sue and she has power because she has power and fuck your logic, you know, right? Like but in Toyotaro's manga they kept showing the shit like they had two instances where she abused her super speed to the point where nobody even noticed she moved. In base form, bro.
Reform, yes, he did.
In base form, she abused her speed to the point where nobody knew she
No,
even moved. Like she stole a knife from a guy who was planning to stab Caulifla. He was getting ready to, he was thinking about it. He had the knife. He reared back and was like, "Shit, ain't nothing in my hand." And then you see Kale over there with the knife. Like, when did she move? And then you see, you know what I mean? You see
Yeah, I remember that.
the training with Kaba, and Kaba took something from her, but Caulifla accepted it, but Kale still stole it because she's devoted, mind, body, and soul to basically fucking Caulifla, right? Like, there's ways to show this shit through context and subtext without just slapping us over the head with your message.
Yeah, that's what they did all through. And this is what we talked about before when I said that the manga does a better representation of the series than the anime.
Oh, definitely. And even Akira Toriyama agrees to that.
I mean, but you've seen why though? Because we've already talked about that too, and it's even on the Shonen Jump actual feed. Like, you go to like the manga stuff to choose from. I'm about to read it to you right now. Dragon Ball Super, original story by Akira Toriyama, story and art by Toyotaro, story and art by Toyotaro.
Yep. Oh yeah, Toyotaro's basically like
He's the new Akira Toriyama.
Oh yeah, that's basically his illegitimate son, dude. Like, Akira Toriyama, he writes the outline for these motherfuckers, and then he tells them, create whatever you want to create to have these characters get from point A to point B. I just need them to get from point A to point B in the story that I set out. Like, I'm literally, you know what I mean? He wrote out an outline. Sometimes he was specific, sometimes he was not. But however you choose to make the character get from point A to point B, he was fine with it. But then the fucking... Well, no, he was fine with it when the anime did it too. But the anime started deciding that they were gonna ignore the goddamn outline.
And make their own thing.
And it's like, bro, you have all the creative freedom you could possibly fucking ask for. You're an anime, you can insert filler wherever the fuck you want.
Do it during the filler, not during the actual outline.
But you decided to ignore the King's outline, my nigga. Like, of course.
Don't say King, because you know what he really is.
My nigga Toriyama, the god. The god, amen.
What's the king to a god? We know this.
The god, amen. But shit.
Come on now. And now we got a new god. The new god is Toyotaro.
Dude, I'm gonna miss Toriyama in his hands. Like,
Bro, yeah, it's gonna be...
Toyotaro, he got dynamic poses and dynamic facial expressions for sure, but I don't even think Toyotaro's hands are as good as fucking...
No.
Toriyama's hands are life.
That's why you think Oda said, I worship this man?
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I completely, because I'm drunk, I watched a draw thing yesterday of Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro drawing characters out. Akira Toriyama only drew Goku. Toyotaro, my guy, dude, he drew, but they were mostly bust shots though. To be fair, Akira Toriyama drew a full body shot of Goku, and he just drew them damn fingers in there like they wasn't shit on that right hand.
Because them hands is easy. That comes easy to that man.
Bro, hands are a curse. But because
But it comes easy to that man though.
I mean, it's a little bit easy for me. It's a little bit easier for me than it is for most people, but that's because in my childhood, I was like, this shit is hard. I'm gonna stay focused on it. But feet are the new hands for me. Feet are hard.
You said feet are the new hands?
Like, I can draw a boot. I can draw a motherfucker in some boots any day. But actual bare feet, like, I'm gonna draw the big toe, I'm gonna draw the scale of the rest of the foot, and then I'm gonna just, I'm gonna draw the little lines
go
and try
from
to
there.
make it
I
as.
feel it. I understand.
But
You see,
yeah,
like, you have the skill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta practice. I haven't practiced, and I need to. But like, you understand the plight of drawing.
I mean, shit, I don't understand that goddamn much. I still got drawing idols myself.
Yeah, but not as bad as me though.
Shit, I definitely still have idols. Like, honestly, to be fair, if my drawing don't look like Sakimi-chan's drawings, it's not good enough. Or what's the
Yeah,
other?
but
What's the
we
other
know that
artist?
her level of drawing is like a whole different world though.
It's
Because I think she does hers like purely digital.
either Sakimi-chan's or Art Germs. I don't know if you know about Art Germ, but if you look up
Yeah,
Art
I know
Germ
Art
on,
Germ.
yeah,
They do all. They're really good with digital drawing though, like that. And to me, I personally feel like it's the hardest form of drawing.
it's a little bit easier than regular drawing in my opinion, only because like you either know what you're doing or you don't, right? And
Right.
if you don't know what you're doing, then it's hard to put shit to paper. But say you're a professional artist who's been, you know, selling shit on canvas, making shit work here and there, blah blah blah, all that, right? If you get to a computer and you're able to do that same thing with, say, like a pen that you can, an Apple Pencil or whatever you can draw on the screen with, my dude,
Yeah.
with an undo button, you are invincible. Because any mistake you make, you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta buy a new canvas. Like, no, undo, my dude. Control Z.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That Command C is something different.
Bro, it's God.
Because it easily lets you just redo what you worked on.
Like, bro, and it's funny, right? Because and I guess this is some millennial shit, right? Some boomers would be like fucking millennials if they heard this shit. But oh, just some guy just dropped a new video. I'm gonna have to. Oh, my dude, just some guy. That's my nigga right there. But
No, that was just some guy.
that's my nigga, bro.
Had to let it be known.
Oh yeah, I had to let it be known. That shit distracted me too. I forgot what I was on.
It's okay.
He got that kind of presence. But
That's how it is for me with Totally Not Mark.
Totally Not Mark tried his damn best to explain the goddamn Dragon Ball canon, and he did a perfect job for somebody who, you know, who was explaining it without before, not without, but before the additional information came out. Like,
Oh, okay.
that was flawless. But I think he put that video out in what, like 2016, if I remember.